Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be my March setup video, and here I'm in Audrey A5 at the moment, and I'm going to keep it because that's just how in love with Audrey I am right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take out my February planner and journal, and I'm going to save those, and I'm going to put in my March books, trying to decide where I want to keep it, if I want to put it behind or before, but I'm going to put March right in the front, and then I'm going to put my journal in the back because I think it goes really well with this kind of this dashboard that I got from Charmed Goods. You've got to check her out because she's got such really cute, I just think it brings a lot of, it's really pretty when it comes to the cover, not only to protect the books, but it just brings another element of beauty. And also I've got those really great tabs. I'm going to give you a closer look at those tabs later, but those are on my Amazon links. So cute. So I'm putting my March stickers, getting those ready and for me to use. My tip-ins, put it in my pocket, kind of change out any leftover February I have. Which one, I'm deciding which one to put up in the front here. Sometimes these things take just a little bit of time, so you can kind of decide what looks good, how you want it to look. I think I end up dissing the Ollie clip right there at some point. But this is one of the fun parts of beginning a new month, is that you can not only change your traveler's notebook, but your books change, your planners change, your journals change. And so it always keeps an element of fresh and updated and new, rather than it's quickly to get bored of something and not inspiring anymore. Sometimes when we go to script our lives, we want to keep it fresh and inspiring. And each month can provide that for us, especially spring, just fresh start, everything in bloom. Love my 2023 New Year, New You, girl. That was a letter from Charmed Goods. She had gifted me these, and she's so sweet. Look at how well it goes with my planner. She knew that it would, and she kind of designed it so that it would. So I thought that was just super cute. Love my wren. Don't think that the Project Me wren is used quite enough anymore, so I wanted to make sure that was part of the March box. And I thought that the red looked really cute right here with the teal. There's some browns within the dashboard, so it works. So this calendar I can't do without. My tabs there are just outstanding. And then there's my meal planner. I cannot live without that. And do you see the green tabs? Like what? They go perfect with the color scheme of the meal planner. So it just, again, those are my months. So it's my 12-month meal planner. Got my washi. Okay, so now here I have my fun little tabs I love to keep on hand. And I'm always add it to my monthly planner. And then here's my daisy charm. I decided to use that instead of the more of a February kind of a paper clip. I'm using my daisy. These are in our store. So cute. Perfect for beginning of spring. Be looking out for fall charms. Those will be, and Christmas charms. Those will be coming this year, so that'll be fun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take out my planner so I can really work in her. That's my side buddy. I'm working in the Jaja planning accessory bag to hold all my planning supplies. So here I'm going to take the March tab. I think it's just so cute to put this here. And then I do like to try to find cute little tip-ins sometimes to put in the front. Okay, I think I found my washi for this. Super cute. March gonna be coming in like a lamb. So what I've been really doing as of late is I have been really prepping my pages for the whole month, as well as even my journal. As of late, I've been really just writing in my journal. I haven't really been doing any painting or anything like that. It's been more, for me, it's been more scriptures and my devotions, and really writing over and over different scriptures I want to memorize, and my talks with God, my downloads with God, my gratitude, all of that kind of stuff is what I've been doing. And I just noticed that then it kind of changes in the summer. I'll more add photos and trips we take, and then more in the fall I tend to paint, same as Christmas and things like that. I might add some paintings to be a little bit more creative. So it's just, I love being able to evolve and change with the seasons and treat my journal as such as how I'm feeling. So but for right now in this video, I'm not going to do my whole month. I'll do that after, but I wanted to show you how I do just my first week to set up, and then I will go ahead and do the rest of it and show you guys later the end result. So I love setting up my planner and my calendar month, so getting it all cute, and I'll come back around and like make sure I write down all of the important dates that I need to know and things like that. So, and even my journal, I'm not going to show you how I'll just do the front page. I like to kind of script, kind of showing what's going to be next in that journal. I'll show you here in a minute. So now my goals, I can't wait to dive in and write out my goals for this month. I'll make a circle around and do a YouTube on my goals for the month and share those with you. But I've been just really in love with putting washi under goals and also in my planning pages. And that's something too. It's like just always kind of changing what I am doing each month, which brings a fresh new look to everything. So, and also keep in mind, I mean, for your goals, you're going to want to be thinking, okay, what is in March that I need to expound upon, that I need a lot of room in to really think about in advance. That was why I set the method up this way. That was something that I always needed, that space for any birthdays in that month, or a book I'm going to start, or a blog I'm going to begin, or a book, anything that I need to, there's something I need to paint and do, and I needed to expound upon it. I needed those pages and those goals that I was specifically going to be working on in that month. So St. Patty's Day, probably do something a little bit fun. I'll need to write that in. There's some other some goals and projects I want to do. So I will show you that later. But I love that space in the March book because it gives you just that extra room that you're thinking in advance, so that when your daily pages get nearer, you're able then to pull back and go back and look at those expounded upon pages. And you can now kind of get them in your planner. So even if it was a birthday party or something like that, I will use that as, oh, it's so great because I can use like a birthday party. If that's already been planned by the beginning of March, then I know as I draw near, I may need a week prior to be set up to be prepared for that party or whatever I'm doing. So I now, because I have all those details written out, I can say, okay, I'm going to bake the cake this many days prior. I'm going to do this here. Or, oh yeah, I was going to get this gift, so I should go this day to go grab it. Or it's just a really, it sets you up for success in everything that you do. So be sure to get those goals written down in that. Ideally having it already done would be great, but just make sure in that first week. So now that I've got my week at a glance, I'll come back and fill that in. I love the week at a glance because obviously it's a week at a glance. So here I'm going to show you how I do and set up my week. Okay, so you normally start out with pencil, but a pencil is a good idea if you're kind of wanting to make sure that you don't mess up, or you're new to maybe drawing out your days of the week or whatever. But this is how I do mine. At least that's how I do mine now. Everything I do is subject to change, but I love it that way. So I'm kind of digging just writing them up. I just found it very important that I know right out of the gate when I turn my page what day I'm looking at. So I like to be that front and center. Obviously, I already know it's March, so I'm not serious about it. You know what I mean? Like, what month is it? I mean, I'm not saying that, but I love how I script it across the day of the week, and I'll show you how I do that here in a sec. But this is kind of what I've been digging, is just this washi right underneath it. It's a great divider and break for it, and I'm just really liking the look. So I got two of my favorite tombos too that I want to use for this month, and they are perfect for this month. Two different types of greens. And let me see, this one is the 177, I do believe. Yep, it's 177 of the Tombow. And look at how perfect it matches the washi. I mean, so cute. And then I've been really, I hate to toot my own horn, but toot, because all of those butterflies that are around that sticker over there to the left by the lamb, we were able to also put individually as stickers, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So those painted butterflies of mine look so cute, and it looks perfect. So I put March, see how I put March, just, actually it's February still, but I put the month just right across the day of the week. And I love it with the date. So in here is where I'm just kind of putting some washi on other pages. And obviously one of my sons is watching me. And if I said I loved it, that he was watching me and sitting right there, I would be lying. Okay? I just have to be honest. So he kept like taking my stickers and dropping my washi. So, but you know, I just learned to roll with it. So here we go to the next page, and here I'm going to go right in with the pen. And what's kind of great is you can kind of see a little bit underneath that page, so it kind of works as a guideline to kind of keep it straight. It's actually quite perfect. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and continue on with the whole week doing this, changing out my washi and changing out the color of the Tombow pens. So here I wanted to take a little break to kind of show you what can happen if you make a mistake. Now here's another great reason that the paper is a little bit wider than it was previously, is that you can use those, I had made a mistake, but use those little Bic mini whiteout minis. I absolutely love them because if you make a mistake, you can just literally white it out. So I was like, ah, you know, dang. But I was able to come back and just literally white it out. And so, perfect. So that's why I'm not really afraid of that pen and just diving in. So yeah, that's what's pretty awesome about it. So. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just begin scripting out how I want my Monday to be with all of its details, what time I want to wake up, what I'm going to be doing with my time when I wake up, also what I want to feed the boys and what I want to feed myself. I did a lot of, over the weekend, I always meal prepping and planning. So I've already set myself up in regards to meals. So now I can, when I go down to write what's going to happen, I can go for my inventory of what I had made and prepped, and I can write that down. And that way I'm not a short order cook. I know what's happening. It's just, you function a lot quicker when you have it all mapped. And so I've got that lunch thing going on. I also have Blaine doing certain chores. I kind of set up this credit card account. It's like this little debit card, actually. And it's not through our bank, it's through Greenlight. And it's pretty awesome because this way, when he does his chores, how that works is that I could then just within the app, I can transfer money over to his account of what he's earning per week for his chores that are done. He also has to check them off. He has to, before that payment is automatically over to his account, and then he can learn how to do transactions at the store and use a debit card. And he's only 9, so really cool. And I even have it for my older son Brock, because he's just a year shy of getting it through the bank. So this was a great way of just homeschooling and teaching them how to use a debit card and how to properly use their money. And they can actually, within the app, move their money around to savings or donations, and it's pretty cool. So if you've got young kids, maybe you want to check it out. It's kind of cool. It's been really great in terms of for us and chores and things like that. So it's been really nice. So now I'm going to go finish up the rest of the day of what I know. I mean, even here, I didn't do a brain dump in my notebook yet before I did this video. So because of that, which it's one of my favorite things to do, is to download and brain dump everything for my whole week in my spiral, and then I come back and break it apart into my days. I didn't do that this time. I just dove right into scripting what I kind of wanted. So later tonight, when I'm kind of on the couch and have some tea, I will even fill in more gaps, and I may even do it when I wake up in the morning. But these are the basics that I know that I'm doing, and they're written with detail so that, because when you write, you imagine your mind begins to see it happen. The more you script, the more your mind can see, and the more the mind can see, now you're bringing in the emotion process, like, oh, this is going to be great. I can see or smell it now, and this is going to be amazing. And when you do this, you're impressing the mind with these intentions, which enables you to not work off of a to-do list anymore. That's my whole method, is that you are scripting your life in a way that you are almost programming your mind to do what you're asking it to do, without having to be beholden to what may seem to be mundane tasks. Because when you take tasks out of their functionality and their reason for being there, you create a barrier between you and accomplishing what you want to have done. Not to mention, you kind of lose introspection when you go off to-do lists, because you're not really thinking, is this the right time? Do I really want to do this? Or is this just something my brain says I should do? Rather than coming from a perspective of your goals as a whole and where you're going as a whole. You always want to take what you're doing as, is this moving me toward my end goal for my month, for my months, and for my year? Everything you do should be moving you a step forward, instead of like trying to, go off these tasks that really end up getting you absolutely nowhere. If anything, it's just busy to be busy. So that's why you don't want to be busy to be busy. Your intention should be really that you are doing everything you're doing well at 100%. If you can't do it 100%, then drop off some of those things you think you want to do. So this all is about moving you toward your goals and your end goals. And if it's not doing that, then stop doing it. And when you are living this way, then everything becomes easy. Everything becomes fun. Your days are things you want to do. So you could really use that as a gauge. If you're not having fun, and if things are difficult, and you have to keep adhering to a planner, and you're going off of a list, and you really don't like your life, and you wish you were doing something you weren't doing, then you're doing something wrong. And it's kind of like if your body's not functioning well, and it lets you know something's not right. Well, so is your planning pages. It's saying, you are not thinking about your life enough. You're not being led. You're not being inspired by God before you script your life. I mean, take a step back. I mean, where are you going? What are you doing? What do you want for your children? What are you speaking over them? What do you want? What do you want for your relationships, your marriage, your kids, your family, your home, your diets? You got to go you got to go back. You got to really evaluate that. And then from that POV, you begin to script out a life that you love. You just don't dive in and just, well, I got to do this, this, and this. Well, do you? Because you got to step back and see, is this really a worthy goal? Is it something that is worth going after? Because you're going to lose time, and you're going to waste it on just trivial things and majoring in minors. You don't want to do that. Now, don't get me wrong, because those minors are going to be sometimes the little things, those really, really matter, such as feeding your family the most amazing food you can, or not even really talking about that. I'm talking about running around, doing stuff that don't matter in the long run. So always be aware of your planning life and what you're doing, so that you can live a life that God truly intends you to love and run your race. So here is my completed pages that I'm absolutely loving right now. And I'm just gonna kind of off the top of my head write down some things that I know that I need to do on my week at a glance, write those down. I always write down also my dinner plans. So again, I'm gonna have to go back. I know what my dinner plans are, but I'm gonna have to go check that out and write those in when when I'm just sitting there and relax and all that. But I do leave a little place for it so I can come back and do that. And my meal planner in the back is totally filled for the week. It's going to be a really delicious week, actually. So I'm going to continue to write out my week and actually continue to finish my whole month. And even fill in those gaps. I'll be doing that. Fill in my whole week with absolutes, I called them. Like I know what I'm doing. In the beginning, my pillars especially, my morning and evening routine, those are solid. So I always get those written down with detail. Again, that's from Charmed Goods. Make sure you check her out. She's on Etsy. I'll have her link down below. See my tabs, gorgeous. And then there's my journal. And I'm going to go ahead and write journal. Cute. Then I'm going to take one of my butterflies and put it right there. How cute is that? I love to write it in the morning and the evening. So cute. So I also will put washi stickers in here and kind of get myself all inspired. And here's my menu planner, which is monthly. So I'm in love with it. So I love March is just becoming here, but for February, it is writing down everything that I want for breakfast, lunches, and dinners, writing them in my calendar. I love doing it. It really keeps me organized, and those are green little tabs, so they go with it. Link is in my bio for Amazon, down in the description box, but hey, thanks for being with me today.